அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
One second. It will be followed by our national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. Now, welcome speech by President.
Good morning all. ஒன்று பட்டால் ஒன்று வாழ்வு இல்லையேல் நம் அனைவருக்கும் தாழ்வு. நான் ஒவ்வொரு மீட்டிங்லையும் சொல்லுவேன், நம்மளுடைய முதல் எதிரியே பில்டர் தான். ஏன்னா அவன் நம்மளை விட்டுட்டு போன வேலையெல்லாம் இப்போ நம்ம தான் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம், நம்முடைய ஓன் மணி ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணிவிட்டு. ஸோ உங்களுடைய ஒத்துழைப்பெல்லாம் இருந்தால் தான் நம்ம சொசைட்டியை நல்ல டெவலப் பண்ண முடியும், கொண்டு வர முடியும். அதே போல் இன்னொன்று சொல்கிறேன், கூடி வாழ்ந்தால்தான் கோடி நன்மை. அதுக்கேற்ற மாரி நம்ம ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் கொஞ்சம் அனுசரித்து போனால் தான் நம்ம நல்லா டெவலப் பண்ணி நல்ல கொண்டு போகலான்னு சொல்லிக்கிறேன். இன்னொன்று ரெக்வஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன், ப்ராக்ஸி யாரும் கொஞ்சம் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ரைஸ் பண்ணாதீங்க. ஓகே, நவ் செக்ரட்டரி வில் ஸ்டார்ட் த மீட்டிங்.
Sir, bylaw irka illaya? Sir, bylaw boxes can only vote in the league. Illa proxy. All the EC members to come near the dais, please. All the EC members. Suresh, Saravanan, the presentation. Once again, இனிய காலை வணக்கம். Very good morning to all of you. So, this is our second AGM and last AGM for the current EC. When we took over, we are being faced with stiff challenges, especially with collection of money because of the last minute invoices raised by the previous EC, because of which we are not able to take up any developmental activities in the first nearly 3 to 4 months. We had faced stiff challenge with all the owners with respect to collection of the CAPEX 3 and in many cases CAPEX 1 and 2. We had no other alternative because the vendors has to be paid. Bills were certified, works were done, the vendors were behind the current EC. So we had no other alternative other than concentrating on collecting that money, which actually earned a bad name for us. Bad name for us, we could not take up any developmental immediately. There was a stiff challenge from owners for collection of further money for one-time CAM and corpus fund. So we lost almost 6 to 8 months. And with a limited period, whatever we have done, we are going to present it. My humble request is, if anybody is having any question, kindly don't interrupt the presentation. You can raise your questions after end of the presentation. This is my humble request. I first like to thank each and every one of my EC members and OB members who were instrumental in achieving are going to be presented. Actually, it is a collective work one of the EC members, and everybody has immensely contributed in their particular area, whether it is an MEP or gardening or housekeeping, whatever, security or anything, they all contributed their good amount of their valuable time. First of all, without our treasurer, Mr. Ranga, the EC would have, not only the EC, this association would have not come to this level in terms of financial discipline. So, in front of you, I would like to thank him and congratulate him for his hard work and dedicated work. And when it comes to MEP was handled by Mr. Shivaji. Actually, Shivaji வந்து அந்த அளவு ஸ்பீடா ஸ்டார்டிங்ல இல்ல. ஆனா அவரை ஒருத்தர் பின்னாடி இருந்து குத்துன குத்துல ரெண்டு பேர் சேர்ந்து ஓடுனாங்க பாருங்க, இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் ஓடிட்டே இருக்காங்க. This is my opportunity and it is my pleasure and it is my duty to honor Mr. Kumaresan. I think, I don't know whether he is here or not. Mr. Kumaresan? Yes. On daily basis, morning and evening, he goes behind the contractors. I don't think even the labor would have contributed so much in for taking that money. But this is a thankless job, knowing also, with few people there are criticisms are there, few people said you are not doing for my tower and all those things. In spite of that, he has contributed his immense knowledge, time. It is our duty to thank him at this moment. Now coming to the original presentation, what are the important and major? All works are important, but whatever is possible in a short, because last time we had an issue, since the presentation was running for hours, the main agenda of passing the resolutions was not had enough time. So this time we would like to make the presentation short, and we want to complete it at the short time. Okay. So we all know that this Metrozone value is based on our amenities only. Your individual house comes only next. Anybody, if they want to value your property, it will start with only your amenity. In that, we all say always, the jewel of Metrozone is our clubhouse. So, we took the clubhouse upgradation. Many works may not be visible, but now our clubhouse AC, complete insulations, and out of 2 evaporators, 1 evaporator has been overhauled, purchased new and put it into use, and the second one is only pending. Once we complete the second compressor also, second evaporator also, we will be getting the original output at least 95%. Our original output is 120 tons. When we took over, it was operational only for around 30 to 40 tons. But now we have made it to work about 90, almost 80 to 90 tons per hour. And the remaining also, once we change the second evaporator, that will be getting an efficiency of 95%. Of course, in another 2 to 3 years, we need to change the compressor, because that will be old, about some 16, 17 years it will be old. But once you replace that, for next 10 years, the performance of ACs will be to the best of best, which we strongly guarantee to each and every one of you. So many works, like especially the insulation, change of these things, and the false ceiling and painting. Now we are doing some small cleaning also, and gym upgradation. So few things are still left, like squash court and thing. All those things are actually will be coming up in the when financial presentation is for asking for additional one-time CAM or CAM increase. Those things will be covered by our treasurer. Then coming to swimming pool, you know, the swimming pool, all the tiles were changed, replaced and everything. And the ladies pool was not operational almost for 6 years. The tiles were removed 6 years back, but we were able to complete the ladies swimming pool also, and we have commissioned it yesterday. So now if the looks of our amenity, wherever from the bird's view, it will be looking excellent, and many more upgradation has to be done. We will be doing one by one as long as we are in our term is there. After that, the next term will take care of it. Then coming to STP, RO and softener. The second life nerve of our Metrozone is STP, RO and the softener. All these things were not properly operational, and especially STP was, in spite of the efforts by the previous EC, that was not fully operational. We are not getting the results because we need to replace the membranes. And now we are able to do that, and our STP1 600 KL is fully operational, and we are getting the desired results. We have checked the results also, and with this, we are able to achieve the standards of the Pollution Control Board. We had some challenges also. That challenges I will cover in my second presentation. Okay. Because of this STP is operational, what is the benefit we all got? Actually, this benefit was visible and it was notified by treasurer also, but unfortunately it was not clearly absorbed by the owners. See, before STP was operational for flush, we were using the domestic water and RO reject. We were using RO reject and the domestic water for flush. So because of that, our cost of water procurement was high. Now, the cost for the flush is become zero because we are using 100% STP recycled water for the flush operations, which has resulted from 82 to 62. From 72 paisa per square feet to 62 paisa per square feet, which is almost nearly. So, and still that time, still it will come down. See, I can guarantee you is because of the STP is operational, you are likely to get about some around 20% reduction in your water bills. That is nearly about 15 paisa to 20 paisa you will be getting it. Already you are seeing about 10 to 15 paisa, but still more has to come. Then RO, see, we have changed the membranes. Out of 30 membranes, we have changed the 18 membranes. Whoever is completely using it, our RO for drinking will be knowing definitely the difference in taste, quality. Okay, but actually we have changed only 18. But technically why we have changed only 18 is, this 18 itself is sufficient for even including supply for phase 4. But of course, when time comes, money is available, we will change the remaining 2 modules also. That is another 12 membranes. Then coming to softener. The softener plant was also not operational. Water was going in and coming out, but it was not operational. So now we have changed the resins and everything. We made it. The softener plant is also operational. The end result, what you are going to get in the next 1 month is the upthrust water. We are getting almost about 1 lakh to 1,50,000 liters per day, the upthrust water. This upthrust water will be softened and it will be used in the domestic supply, by which there will be mixing of the metro water and the upthrust water. It will be within the standards prescribed by WHO. That is, you need not worry about the standards for the domestic use, which will directly reduce another 1.5 lakh liters per day, maximum. So, which will result in 1.5 lakhs into 50 rupees per KL, 7,500 rupees per day. Then roughly working to another 2 lakhs, which will also directly have another 15 to 20% impact on your water bill. So you are likely to get another 20% reduction in water bill. So this is the major achievement of current EC. Then another major work we took as especially my pet project, I can say, B3, I am making it operational. So we have spent huge amount, more than nearly 50 to 60 lakhs. Exact amount will be there in the records. We have completely, the upthrust water was now collected and it has been properly collected and taken to the tanks. Every leak has been attended. Plumbing work has been done. Access controls have been established. Lift was made operational, but I am keeping it, I have not made it operational, but it was, work was done, but I didn't operate it up to, we didn't operate up to B3 because when we are going to now launch the operation either from November 1st or November 15th, this B3 is fully operational when compared to B1, B2, it is better. I don't know how many of you have gone to seen the B3, but B3 is now in the best parking slot when compared to the existing B1 and B2. And slide போட்டுறீங்களா? Right, okay. So now we have collected corpus fund and one-time camp. Gardening. அது இதுதான் இருக்கு. இதுதான் இருக்கு. இல்லையா? இதானே? அதான் ஓகே ஓகே. ஓகே. So with the available funds and corpus fund and one-time camp collected, you might have seen some small portion of the garden has been developed in the A to F towers, behind A to F towers, and you might have seen the remaining area also is been done. So except the swimming pool, probably in the next 15 days to 20 days, you are going to have a beautiful environment behind the F to F towers. Then we have identified continuously, in spite of attending the leaks, we have identified some small issues are always happening at the tower joint levels. Then Mr. Kumaresan identified that this is due to the planter box which is adjacent to the walls, which was creating this problem, and now it has been attended in the A to F towers, and it has been now attended in phase 2 towers, and probably in the next 1 month this will be attended in the phase 1 towers also. So hopefully the leaks, but we will be come to know that after these rains whether still any leaks are left out. But as far as our knowledge is concerned, we have almost attended 95% of the leaks. Now we will not be facing probably any challenges during the flood situation. Fire subcommittee, with the help of Mr. Adappaji and Rajkumar and led by our Abhiraman, before that I would like to say that garden team is headed by our Saravanan and ably supported by Raki Madam and Kesavan. So they are the persons who are big as pillars and begin supporting Saravanan to come to this kind of environment. Not only in the new garden, he has been doing in the phase 1 and phase 2 also, wherever what were there in the 2012 or something like that. So firefighting, as I said, has been headed by Abhiraman and support. We conducted 2 drills. Actually, we are supposed to conduct 1 more drill because we incidentally had some 2-3 minor accidents, for which we wanted to have 1 more drill. But you all know, due to some one incident, we have postponed it, and it will be conducted in the coming weeks. And actually now many people were recommended, it was recommended by Adappa, and many people have purchased that individual fire extinguishers also. So hopefully that will also give some support in terms of G Tower people. Now we were able to arrest and bring it to the norms. So now we are able to operate the ventilation systems. Then tank cleaning, as we had an issue when we took over. So from that day, we are made a protocol, then how to, in periodic intervals, it has to be cleaned. We have done it now twice, sir. One is completed. First we have completed last time, now the second one is going on. Fire safety போயிடுங்க. Okay. See, there are some few operational improvements has to be done in the security. See, we all know that nearly visitors alone, that visitors in the sense including our deliveries, then courier and all those things, nearly about some 1,500 to 2,000 people are every day entering, apart from our guests and our own owners coming in without park plus vehicles. So this is becoming a very big challenge, and the current security is not able to really provide us, in spite of repeated warnings, support. You might have seen, we have given a lot of support. Two-way path, made the park place operational. So many things we are trying to do. In spite of that, we are not able to achieve in the 100% entry secured, for which only major amount is going to go. If you all approve, then we will be able to change the security. But many people have written that it has been approved or very, no. Without, because it is a major expenditure, without your approval, we will not be able to take up that one and provide 100% a safe and secure environment, because the security is always, now it is a threat. Fortunately, we have not encountered with any issues so far. Then we have even taken quotation for making establishing a live kitchen in the banquet hall, which has been, many people are asking for that facility, and hopefully I think with all your approval, that facility also will be made operational. Then we committed regarding the supermarket to clubhouse, changing the supermarket. Still we are not able to achieve this work also. Now, regarding the major issue from VR Mall to 8 Tower Gate, the traffic issue, now with the traffic police and as well as with the support of BGN, we are now going to establish a joint security at mall entrance. Mall entrance means back gate, not the front gate. After that, we are going to secure the place and see that outsiders are not entering that zone. This is an attempt, we are doing it. Let us see what it comes next. Coming to sports and cultural, sports team is, committee is headed by our Ramalashmi, and she was supported by Anusha madam, Meenachi Sundaram. See, really we did something. Earlier the Independence Day was conducted only separately as Independence Day. Now we have included the sports also part of Independence Day celebration, and it has become a very grand success with all your support. And consecutive 2 years we have done excellent. We have done excellent. And my personal congratulations and thanks for Ramalashmi and her team. On your behalf also, I congratulate both of them. And coming to housekeeping and solid waste handling, this is headed by our Narmada madam and supported by Annapurni madam and few other volunteers. Eastwari Javagar, like that, many volunteers are there. Are about every tower is having one volunteer for both the groups. Every tower is having one volunteer, solid waste separate group, housekeeping separate group. They are doing maximum and they want to do more also. With all your support, I think they will be able to do still better management in the coming days. So, the Pinnacle wall, you all know that we forced them to complete almost about 80%, but still 20% was left out. And now, monsoon is nearing, so from association, we pressured them to start the work, and they have started the work. Probably in the next 15 days, this Pinnacle wall will be completed and we will be 100% safe. There will not be any breakage, and due to that, there will not be any wreckage also. for any association, another important area is vendor committee. So our vendor committee headed by our Sello Kumar and fully supported by Hariharan and Somu, they are for each and every quotation, they work meticulously to get the best rate, comparative quotations, and on behalf of association, I can 100% assure you that all the works are executed with best possible and lowest rates, and you can be assured that they are able to get the best contractors also and good quality work also. Coming to revenue generation, this is headed by Mr. Arul sir, ably supported by Shanti Muttaya and Sasikala Moganji. And at the beginning, it is required, without treasurer, it will not be a successful avenue. So, Rangarajan sir also part of the team, and they are doing excellent work. The main thing is they brought the SOPs for any new vendor is coming for advertisement or putting stalls. They made an excellent SOP. So this is like what do you call the book? What kind of book? No, this will be useful for a Bible, like a Bible or something, whatever, Bhagavad Gita. So this will be useful for the coming teams. They will have a smooth operations because of the work made by Mr. Arul sir. We have created a dogs management committee where we have created the SOPs for pet lovers and what are the things we have to do to control or manage the community dogs also, so that the first priority is no other from outside. Further, there is no invasion from the community dogs from outside. We have to prevent that. That is the first stage. Second stage is neuter the existing dogs and try to manage them properly. Then we'll try to think about the next step of how to reduce the population by adopting or something. Legal, we got very late the legal presentation from our Ganesh Ram. So separately it will be shared in the thing. If you ask, like last time, we can have, if you want, we can have another town hall meeting separately for legal. Then coming to Torrent Gas, they have, after a long gap, they have started the operations, but still they are doing very slow. So there is nothing much to add to in terms of development by the Torrent Gas, but they are doing the job, but very slowly. EV charging, there is a separate EV users and prospective users. They have formed a committee. They themselves came forward because we have told about the fund crunch for the association, so we will not be able to put up immediately. So they gracefully came forward and established from their own funds, which modus operandi we have worked out, but it will be with all the stakeholders, but it will be run by association. It will be managed by association. And it will be charged by association. Only it is been funded by few existing users. So it is a property, ultimately it will be belonging to the association. And there are a lot of people, again we had a separate town hall meeting for EV charges, but the thing is that we have very clearly said why it is technically not possible for Metrozone community to provide at the basement immediately. Maybe in the future it is possible. Immediately it is not possible. The technicality has been explained because we don't have the infrastructure accommodate for the 1,200 residents. We cannot say that we will give only for 100 people. So if at all we are providing any service, it should be given for 1,200 people. Under the circumstances, the infrastructure is not supportive for that kind of service. So we are not provided. See, one more important work actually is done by our team, which I forgot to mention. Earlier, this road damage was happening due to only the water tankers during the time it's coming inside Metrozone. Now, actually, we made the pipeline from G Tower to C Tower. So, henceforth, there will not be any damage will be happening. And additionally, many people were asking about the additional speed breakers, which was already agreed in EC 3-4 months back itself. When phase 4 road works are going on, that time, maybe in another 1 month, the speed breakers will be established between A to F towers, and additionally, in the from G tower to S tower also, additional will be also established. And you might have seen that there is some cleaning work has done at the opposite S towers. Actually, that is only a temporary provision. We have taken permission from Ozone to temporarily provide visitor parking, but that land belongs to actually Pinnacle area. It's not a permanent place. Even the U tower parking also belongs to Pinnacle only, not permanently belong to our parking, visitor parking. And one more question was asked, where is that 250 visitor parking? To your knowledge, we are able to find out from the 2009 and 2016 approved drawings, Ozone has removed the entire compound wall greenery as made us as visitors parking. So it is up to us to, that too up to diesel tank. That means from S tower to diesel tank also they made car parking. They have shown us car parking. So this is now left to us whether we have to remove the garden or try to manage with the existing visitor parking. No. No questions in between. No questions. End. You can mark it. You can ask me after the financial presentation is over. I am ready to answer it. So maybe I would have left few important works. I am very sorry. இன்னொரு மேஜர் ஒர்க் வந்து மேஜர் ஒர்க் இல்லை, மெட்ரோசோனில் வந்து கல்ச்சரல் ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ் வந்து இந்த இடம் நீங்கள் 2 வருஷமாக பார்ப்பீங்க. இட் இஸ் பீன் ஹெடட் பை அவர் யோகி ஷெராஃப் அண்ட் ஃபார் விநாயகர் சதுர்த்தி பை சிவகுமார். Then other program that New Year by Nangai Sundar, like that. There are, for every activity, yes, good volunteers. And with the RG support, they have done excellent cultural activities. And maybe you can look for the Diwali bonus also, excellent entertainment. Their preparation is very well. And you can expect another round of entertainment in the coming days. Okay, now we will proceed to financial presentation by our Treasurer Rangaji. One second. I like to call upon all the ECs to the stage. And Kumaresan sir, please come. With all your, in front of you, with all your support, I want to honor our Treasurer and Mr. Kumaresan. Mr. Arul sir will now honor our Treasurer Rangaji with a sword. Now Mr. Jayaraj will honor our Mr. Kumaresan with a shawl. Thank you all. Now the proceedings is handed over to our Treasurer Rangaji.
Okay. I'll take up the audited financial statements as part of the separate presentation. Um, Good morning, members. Um, At the outset, I want to thank the EC for the support that they have given to me. Um, It's like they trusted me with this finances, the members too. Hopefully, we have done whatever that we could to the best of our ability, is all I can say about that. As far as the statutory audit is concerned, it was very smooth. However, there was a change in the format this year because of some rules and regulations imposed by the Institute of Chartered Accountants. So it was not the usual format. So it took a little bit longer than expected. As far as internal audit is concerned, it is happening on a timely basis, and we are releasing the reports as and when we receive it, including our responses. All bank reconciliations have been done up to date, up to August. All the prior period issues have been resolved completely. There is no outstanding issue from the past in this matter. As far as the ADA and accounting related matters are concerned, all prior year, starting from 2019-20 until now, we have already passed the entries on ADA, which was never passed in the first place. And also there was a process called year end that needs to be run on ADA. That also has been done. We had to fix several bugs on ADA, which was done in-house. So much so that the support team came looking for our support. From ADA support team came looking for our support. As far as the GST is concerned, that's something that was on top of our mind. It was never reconciled since the registration of the association. So I took it upon myself to look into the reconciliation from 2019-20 until today. And there is going to be a lot of surprises for you in terms of write-offs, but that's reserved for some other day. So we'll go to the presentation now on the financials. So we go to the first resolution related matter. Basically the resolution 2, which is the unbudgeted items. I just want to give a little bit of context here, which is on the next slide. To be honest, actually many of the things which are mentioned here is just procedural, but because we have already taken approval in the AGM as a ratification, but we have a format which says that unbudgeted items have to be approved in the AGM, so I'm putting it again, okay, just for the sake of good order. So if you take the civil work, we had a budget of 1.4 lakhs, 1.5 lakhs. We spent nearly 1.8 lakhs. 15 lakhs was the budget and 18 lakhs was the amount spent. The major items of expenditure are covered in the left-hand side. It shows the civil work heading. We are not able to distinguish which is budgeted and which is not, so we basically listed out everything. And as far as the mechanical and electrical works are concerned, at the time of budget, there was a requirement of DG set maintenance. Unfortunately, it was not budgeted at all. So it got missed out. Next item is about common electricity. I'm again doing it for the sake of good order. There was a tariff increase, so it's exceeding the budget, so we are trying to put it in the form of approval. It's already done. Government has imposed the charge. There's really nothing to approve. We have to pay what is being charged as a tariff set by the government. But still, process is process. Waterproofing is basically, it extends to 2 years. It's already approved in the budget. That's the best right now. I can send you separately. Basically, it is I have included this particular information for you and reduced the size of that. Unfortunately, I don't have the Excel file here. It's a PowerPoint file. So, yeah, we can send that across. Leakage is basically, so basically look for the right. Okay, so the numbers are here. The leakage, you're not able to see it? I don't have the Excel file. So I have done it in the PowerPoint itself. So anyway, 22 lakhs was budgeted for, I have not put a subtotal, but I can read out the individual line items. So this is the list of civil work. We are not able to distinguish which is budgeted, which is not, because it's a general budget. So we are putting everything which is above 100,000. There is no, we have not excluded anything or tried to do any engineering with that. Around 10 lakhs for the civil. You're talking about electricity bill also. Anyway, let me proceed, because I just don't want to spend a lot of time on this, because it's already a matter approved in the AGM. So just to complete the process, 22 lakhs was spent against 20 lakhs budget in the case of leakage fixing. It's something that it covers transcends 2 years. A portion of it is spent in this year and portion is already committed for the next year. For disclosure purposes, I am treating it as, even though it is not incurred in the financial year, current year, but it is already a committed one, so we are disclosing it. And the same thing goes for the tiles for the swimming pool also. There is a small overrun over the budget, but still, it's more than 100,000, right? So we have to get an approval. Same thing goes for the next item, chiller and AC. If the individual line items, it doesn't cross the budget, but if you add the total, it crosses the budget. So I don't want to leave any doubt here. So that's why I put it. Machinery and equipments, we have changed the membrane, which is actually a reallocated amount in the one-time CAM, because it is done as an emergency. We use the funds for whatever we collected and saved in the one-time CAM was used for this purpose. Thank you. So these are already ratified by AGM, by the way, but process we are following. So this completes the resolution 2 information. The next item is basically, yeah. Well, uh, to the extent possible, I know only one instance. which is the one-time CAM budget which was unspent, simply because whatever escalations that we projected earlier, I must remind all the members, they have approved something without any quotation. Okay? So basically, a percentage was used to come up with a budget, and the members also approved it. So this is not the right way. Yeah. So we basically, what we did is we extended the contract as much as possible and saved the entire 85 lakhs. And we used that money for the membrane. That's what happened last year. So now we go to the auditors and accounts, auditors report and financial statements. So basically, this is the balance sheet item. Basically, the reserves and surplus is 2.27 crores. You will all wonder, where is this 2.27 crores is there? You know, is it in cash or is it in some other form? Yes, it is in fixed assets of 1.77 crores and net working capital of 32 lakhs. So that, and then other non-current assets of 18 lakhs, which are deposits basically. We go to the next item. So as far as well, it is see, let me explain that rule, okay? The first 2 or 3 pages which the auditor certifies is actually their domain. Okay, you know that very well. You are a chartered accountant yourself. Notes to accounts is management, okay? But the financial statements, which are balance sheet and income and expenditure, is their domain. We are not normally supposed to, I mean, I can point out, but yeah. We don't normally interfere with their domain because it is like, I don't want them to feel that we are obstructing anything. We are always issuing the statement in millions only. Never has happened that it is issued in lakhs. And in any case, everything is under to the rupee. It is not like reduced to thousands or lakhs or crores or anything like that. It is just a rupee amount. Maybe the commas are coming up in a lakh form and million form. I don't think it is an issue basically to say that there is not a true and fair view. Okay, so if you allow me to say that. Yeah. Okay, so the next item, sundry creditors, is the major issue. So I'll come to cover this in a detail. The sundry creditors is certified by the auditors as a net figure only. Not only this year, for the last 5 years, 6 years, since inception. So it's not correct to say that it is does not represent a true and fair view because it is already netted off. The invoices are netted off with the advances and then the remaining amount only is shown here. Okay, so I'll come to the next point. Okay, so the queries that came, I have basically taken hold of the query and I'm going one by one just to give more color on it. Why auditors or MZO have not adjusted the supplier invoices and advances for some suppliers or vendors? First of all, reporting is not done on, is only done on net basis. Okay, that is the detail that is given is a part of a schedule of the management. It is nothing to do with the auditors. Auditor has taken the figure and the management is substantiating the numbers with more details in the schedules. Okay, this is one. Number two, okay, in spite of that, we need to give the answer properly. GK infra projects, it's already something that is already in the public domain. I don't want to dwell on this too much. So I'll go to the next item. RL Enterprises. RL Enterprises is See, the RL Enterprises, Reeve and Vinayakam builders, there was a time period within which we should have booked the invoice and adjusted the invoices and allocated it in the system. If we don't do that, it's an automatic lock on that within ADA. So the only way I can release the lock is basically when I run the process of year end after the approval of the AGM. Because I cannot go and freeze the accounts before the AGM approves the document. Okay, so we go, and when I run the year end process, it will show these items as unallocated, not matched. Then we go and allocate. And that we cannot do it also. It is the back end which has to come in and step in for our closing. This is the process. That's why it is appearing on the one side as an invoice and the other side as an advance. It is reflecting in the schedules, but it is netted off already. Yeah, but we are reporting as it is because we cannot net it off outside the system. We don't want to do that because it is a discipline. Fair enough, you are right. But at the same time, we are giving the reason for why it is happening. No, we are explaining that now. Let's move on. The horticulture, nursery, Remo swimming pool, mix masters, the work is not complete yet as of the balance sheet date. So it was subsequently allocated. So the dates are there. Pragan attorneys, yes, we allocated it only after 31st March because we wanted to get some clarity on their bills. We didn't want to go and allocate something and then later on find out that there is an issue with their billing. Payments were made and then appropriate provisions also are taken in the books of accounts. So, okay, now advances to individuals. So what? Advances cannot be given to individuals? Okay, so anyway, the question has been raised, so let me answer that. D. Saravanan, 1.23 lakhs was sitting as an advance. He is a regular contractor and he has done extensive work on insulation and was based on the award was done based on the work experience of our clubhouse earlier. Okay, this is not only the reason why we gave the job to him. Nobody else would go into the false ceiling without opening the ceiling and do the repair. It costs us less money when you go and do the work without touching the false ceiling. He goes inside, he sends the person inside. He takes that risk and it basically, it reduces cost considerably. No, this is a standard. We allocated it subsequently. Yeah. We are basically looking at it on a particular day, sir. You are basically looking at it. He is a regular contractor. He is not like one time. Okay, then the next item is P. Arumugam. Arumugam is a civil contractor. Basically, he is having an office here in P Tower. So basically, he does all the civil work, and basically, we are adjusting all the amount that they have to pay, and he has to pay, and then only we pay the remaining amount. So it's always a process. And Anandan, SL Anandan, this was another item. We ordered 8 benches of granite benches, and 6 of them were supplied by him. At the time, we had to pay a 70% advance for his work at that point in time. Subsequently, he has delivered 6 out of the 8 benches. Yeah. Yes. It's not a blank advance. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sir, can you? Fair enough. Okay, sir, you want to give color on how we operate Arumugam because let them know exactly. Basically, it's a purchase order. Okay. So, as far as the balance sheet notes are concerned, which is basically a substantiation of the amounts which are presented in the summary balance sheet, I will talk briefly about the important items. The first item is the fixed asset. So, we have an external valuation consultant who did a valuation of the asset. It is a very long report with all the values of the fixed asset that we could basically gather. We hired an external agency for that, and they produced a report. Basically, this what you are seeing is only 1.7 crores here. Our value of the valuation puts our complex assets at 605 crores. If anybody is interested, I'm happy to share the report. Then deposits. Deposits are basically the EV deposits. Whenever there is a rate change, demand charges, they also change the deposit amount. So we had to pay that. And all the bank accounts have been reconciled and old issues have been sorted out, as I mentioned earlier. In the current year, the current asset item, we introduced the concept of inventory because there was no control there. So what we did is basically we had a Excel sheet for the time being. We will basically put it in ADA at some point in time in the future. So every month there is a control sheet of inventory and basically capture all the consumption, and we won't do adjustments until the end of the year because it's too rapid this thing. But at the end of the year, we take an inventory with the help of the statutory auditors or internal auditors, get it certified, and then basically take it into the books. Then the next item is sundry debtors. It's a report directly coming out of our system. So I'm very proud to say that because we fixed a lot of bugs there. TDS, basically it is directly coming from the 26 AS of the income tax portal. So the next item is CAM revenue. Basically, if you compare the previous year with the current year, there is a small decrease, but that's because the previous year had a lot of people. We settled them. Actually, Parthiban sir basically helped us in basically bringing on board a lot of people. That's why there is a little bit higher spike in income because it's one time. Once they come, they pay all the old dues, so it is slightly higher. But the next year, it basically averages out. But this year, there is only 1 or 2 additions, unfortunately. But still, 22 people have to come on board in our phase 1, 2, 3. I have more color on that in the next slide on the expenditure, so I would skip this. So as far as membership fee is concerned, it's important to note that a lot of people became members without paying the fee. So, so we had to go back, check all the records, and then basically raise an invoice on them. Only 5 people have left now. And they are not included in this list for the AGM purposes. So, as far as rental income, which is the non-member income is concerned, in the previous EC's period, Adonmo was giving us a lot of money to the extent of more than 5 lakhs per month. There was a period where Adonmo was not interested to come on board, so they waited for some time, and then they came on board in March 2025. So only 1 month is reflected in the current year of Adonmo. Otherwise, everything else is business as usual. Bank interest and FD only because we had collections from corpus fund and one-time CAM, everything is put into deposits. Sweep deposits, some of them time deposits. So we got a good sum of money from deposits last year. It's not going to happen this year. So as far as audit fees is concerned, out of the next slide, I'm only picking the important ones. Audit fees is 200,000. It's a standard audit fees, and then the internal audit fees of 22,000 per month for the number of quarters that they have finished already. And on the professional fees, we paid some 3 or 4 consultants, some to do a GST reconciliation for 1 year so that we understand the process. So I extended it for the entire remaining 5 years. Then professional valuation of assets, as I mentioned earlier. And then, unfortunately, we spent some money on tally, which was a waste of money, but it happened. But we fixed data. It is working very well. But what is gone is gone. Coming to road maintenance, it is basically CapEx remaining funds that were spent in the next year. The previous year had a bulk of the booking. Whatever is remaining got booked in the current year. When I say current year, it's 24-25. Same thing for waterproofing also, but waterproofing, we also had our own leakage spends, basically complementing whatever was left out by in the CapEx fund. So there was a series of years where we have been doing this on a regular basis. Then the next item is basically the maintenance on DG set, which I told you it was missed out in the budget. The civil work, it's already covered in the resolution 2, which I just discussed. Same thing goes for mechanical work as well as the swimming pool. So I'll go to the next slide. So basically, these are the AMCs. I have already given enough color on this. I don't want to dwell on this too much because it is extensive information has been shared. As far as security and FM service are concerned, there's a small reduction because we held some money. We didn't want to pay them because there was a deficiency in service from them for the security especially. And we saved considerable amount of diesel, nearly 800,000 last year. Because we really, and we moved some of them to the inventory, that also helped. But the fact is, we spent less money last year. Then the swimming pool also, we spent only less amount. Same thing goes for MEP consumables. All of this is because of the introduction of inventory concept also, to a certain extent. And lift license and consumables. Lift is an area where there was a lot of money spent because lifts failed, many of them, and we had to put money to basically address the repairs, through repairs rather. Festival expenses, actually, the budget was increased to 500,000 last year, so we spent below budget, but it's still comparable to last year. The previous year, it was high. Society renewal charges, so whenever we make a change in our register, every change they charge some money. So that's why we see that that line item is basically more than the previous year. And input, GST input expense is basically higher because we booked more items into the fixed assets and maintenance expenses. So there will be more input, but at the same time, 1,555 square feet flats do not pay GST, so we have to make an adjustment proportionately because GST will be denied of the proportion of 1,555 square feet flats. So that is the reason why we are spending nearly 32 lakhs, we are losing every year. It's around 25 to 30 lakhs every year. This year has been a little bit higher than normal. So depreciation on fixed assets is function of how much items we have booked. Sorry? I can't hear you. No, if I buy some products directly, no services have been, that you know. Some products we may have a lower, but let's be careful when we say that whether GST will be, because we cannot avail input if you pay 5% and not 18%. So we have to be careful here. So this basically summarizes the whole thing. The entire expenses of both, all the three items, CapEx fund, one-time CAM and corpus fund, plus the normal CAM maintenance is summarized here. That's why you find a deficit of 1.2 crores. But this is not the way we should look at it. So I have put a separately as reconciliation slide for that. I don't want to spend too much time on that because it is not really part of this. This is a, yeah, yeah, please. Sir, unfortunately, you didn't attend the AGM of April, right? See, we put a deficit, we, yeah, to a certain extent, yeah. But I could make out the, yeah. So basically, sir, we talked about the deficit.
சார் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் கொஸ்டின்ஸ்னா டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணாதீங்க. ஸ்டாண்டர்டாக இருந்தால் ஏதாவது இல்லை எனிதிங் இல்லை ஒரு நிமிஷம் எனக்கு தெரியாது. ஐ எம் நாட் அன் அக்கௌண்டன்ட். சி ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் கொஸ்டின்ஸ்னால் நீங்கள் வந்து யூ கேன் ஆல்வேஸ் கிளாரிஃபை இஃப் இட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி எனி மேஜர் இம்பேக்ட் ஐட்டம்ஸ்னால் அதை மட்டும் கேளுங்க நீங்கள். ஏன்னா முக்கியமான விஷயங்கள் இருக்குது, நம்ம வி ஹேவ் டு டீல். ஐ டோன்ட் நோ வெதர் வாட் எவர் யூஆர் ஆஸ்கிங் இஸ் அ ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் கொஸ்டின் ஆர் இட் இஸ் அன் சார். இதெல்லாம் வந்து டெக்னிக்கல் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் வந்து
So unfortunately, you missed the last AGM. So basically, there was a lot of discussion around this subject. So let us go into specifics. So yeah, I think that's better. That's better because so this is a receipts. Or only in the specific months where one-time CAM or corpus is raised, the monthly contribution limit is breached. So in that month only we have charged the differential GST. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Because the way it worked out is, yeah, absolutely. 100%.
My issue is, we are collecting funds in advance, right? And then we have creditors or vendors whose bills are outstanding. Why is that happening?
Why
It
is
should
that
not
happening?
happen.
Yes, I think let us talk about specific. Two issues.
No. I don't want to just withdraw on specifics. I said I will speak to you later. Right?
No.
நான் சொல்றது கேளுங்க சார். There are a lot many vendors who do not want to do business with Metrozone. They have difficulty. One payments delay ஆகுது. That is one thing that everybody seems to be doing. I've just moved in less than a year, so whatever gathering that I could do is there is an apprehension for people doing the job. Now you said there one of these things where your security bill is going to go by about 20 lakhs. When you are collecting money in cash, why is it there is a delay, a time lag by which a vendor is denied the payment? Not up to the mark that we would expect. A, B, because of that, he's charging a price or a
specifics we can go and discuss. I have no issue.
நீங்கள் இந்த ரெண்டு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் கொடுத்தீங்க, ஹைபாத்திட்டிக்கலாக சொல்லாதீங்க. இது ஒரு நிமிஷம் நீங்கள் சொன்னது என்னன்னா வெண்டர்ஸ் வந்து பேமெண்ட் டிலே விச்
vendor has come and complained to you? One second. See, நீங்க hypothetical statement பண்ணணும். இல்ல vendor வந்து payment delay ஆகிடுச்சு. எந்த vendor எங்க வந்து இது கம்ப்ளைண்ட் எதுல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? ஒண்ணு. ரைட்டா? ரெண்டாவது விஷயம் என்ன சொல்றீங்க? பெருசா சொல்லுங்க. Higher price. On what basis you are using that?
That is why he is charging higher price. What data you have that showing that, one second, what data you have that to show that we have been given. ஒரு நிமிஷம் இப்ப please.
So the next item is receipts and payments account. Basically, this is starting with the opening balance in cash. I'm very proud to say that this also has come out of directly from ADA, and we have basically fine-tuned to fit into the requirements of, how to report. But it's something that was already available. Nobody looked at it, but we managed to put some effort. And this is another item which we, very important for our purpose of asserting our rights. We always want to include a schedule of those assets which are in the common area, that it is ours, we are maintaining it, and it belongs to Metrozone. And it's better to get it certified by the auditor. This is what we have done. It is for any purpose. Whatever purpose it is helpful. We don't know that, but it helps. So just this, we'll talk about that. Okay, next item is basically the budget. Okay, so we are seeking ratification of the CAM charge of 4 rupees per month. Basically, I want to give clarity on why it is 4 rupees only for the last 6 months. The first 2 quarters we collected 3.5 only. The third quarter also we collected 3.5, but we are at the stage where we can bill the remaining if it is approved by AGM. So if we approve 4 rupees for the next 2 quarters, 4 rupees for this quarter, 4 rupees for the next quarter, the total of 6 months, it will be charged at 4. So average will be 3.75. So effectively an increase of 25 paise from the previous year's actuals. Well, I see that is no.
You are correct.
You have to challenge them 3.75.
That will be addressed. Sir, this will be addressed. Your question is right. It will be addressed.
So the next item is basically the presentation of the budget. CAM income is based on 1,168 apartment units, CAM. Common amenities are very similar to the previous year budget. We have not changed it because it is member related, and we can't really predict with any level of confidence. Lease rental is based on a reasonable expectation of all the signed contracts. Sponsorship, we already seeing 6 months of efforts from the RG team. So basically we are able to project. Interest on deposits, we have kept it very small because we have already started using a lot of funds. So there's not much there. Other income is based on already 6 months of estimated actuals. So already what we have booked, we have an idea. So that basically puts our total income around 13 crores. So facility management is the amount where we are paying 35 lakhs per month approximately. And security is another item where we have assumed for the 3-month period 20 lakhs as a safety measure only. It is not at a signed deal, but it is a provisional amount. If the argument is why you take provisions, then I will also ask the put the argument before you that one-time CAM of last year was approved on the basis of a similar argument. And gas, we have reduced it simply because we have basically terminated Agni gas and we are handling the gas, Agni gas on our own. Me personally and a few technical team members until it is migrated to Torrent. AMC contracts have undergone an increase for various reasons. Lifts have undergone an increase. A new contractor has been put in place for the STP, WTP, professional contractor. Then tank cleaning is similar to previous year. We have reduced the civil works simply because we are already assuming it in another place, so we don't want to double charge it. Mechanical and electrical works, we have a reasonable idea of what are the generators that need service. On that basis, we have considered. And as far as consumables is concerned, yes, there is a small increase. I have given a lot details in the presentation itself. As far as next common amenities items are concerned, gym is similar to previous year. Swimming pool slightly more than the previous year because of the consumable chemicals has undergone a slight increase in cost. Clubhouse, we hope to spend more money on that to restore our M&P guest suites, which was a project of last year. Unfortunately, we couldn't spend that money in the previous year. Library, there is a small increase because salary increase has been given. Garden, we have kept it because there is some garden activities. Some in-house garden also is being thought about to reduce the cost of purchasing from outside. Staff salary has undergone an increase because we have increased some staff in the Metrozone office. Legal expenses are similar to the previous year. We haven't got any changes for that. Audit fees is based on approved figures. ROS compliance, we still probably will get more changes because this time also I noticed a lot of changes request. So we will end up paying a little bit more than 50,000. I'm sure about that. Insurance is something that we have budgeted. Is something that valuation report is ready. We would like to take the insurance as a custodian of assets. Even if we claim ownership is not still transferred, we need to protect our assets. We need a fire and burglary insurance. We have the courts. If budget is approved by AGM, we press that. Miscellaneous expenses are similar to previous year. Festival expenses are similar to previous year. Income tax is projected a little bit higher because of the projection of income from Adonmo, which is again back into our fold. So ineligible GST is slightly kept lower because we are spending a little bit less compared to the previous year. Electricity charges, yes, we have taken a slightly higher figure based on the new tariff rate applicable from July 1st, 2025. And water charges, we are trying to keep it zero. So basically that the expenditure for 13 crores. So that puts us at 3.75 in order to break even. So last year were surprises on the positive side.
Is it going to be lower or variance levels in estimation? What is the variance levels that you have kept it?
No, he has made its average 3.75. One second. In case we are going to go for the new security contract, as like he has pointed out, automatically this will become a regular CAMA4 in the next year.
So we can look at it. So that is the reason why I asked. To what extent estimators, is it perfect or variance? That is my question.
So he has done an average for the whole year.
Okay, all the surpluses of the previous year also carried forward into the current year, to answer your question, okay? So it's not like we are taking we scrape the barrel, okay? So everything is put back. Then only we are making the 3.75 justified. Otherwise, we need more. We have already done that before. It was not approved. So we are coming back with some rationalization. That's all we are doing here. So that has completed this expenditure, this is the variance analysis. This is, I will circulate it after the meeting is over. So this is how we have saved in some places and some places where we have incurred less. So this is something that you can basically observe in your leisure time. And then if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer that. So we have already seen this, it's been circulated. Reason for increase in CAM is because of these 4 or 5 items. Facility management, security, AMC, consumables and electricity expenditure. Yeah, they can ask questions. அது வருது அவரோட ஸ்லைடில் வருது நீங்கள் முடிக்கலையா அது நீங்கள் சொல்லலையே இந்த ஐட்டமா இந்த இடம் சார் இல்லை உங்களோட ஸ்கெடியூலில் உங்களோட ப்ரெசன்டேஷனில் இல்லை இங்கே okay, on the TangentCo and guest suite, we have sought views of the senior council on whether there is any merit in splitting the electricity bill from CAM. Why? It's because we budget based on a certain figure. In between comes a tariff increase. Then the entire 20 lakhs, whatever we budgeted earlier as a saving, is gone because of the tariff increase. So, and then we are basically forced to work with the CAM away. Every year, they are allowed to raise 3% to 6%. He can talk about it. Yeah, come.
Sir, actually, we have a common EB service. We are paying around 3.5 crores per annum.
Yeah, 1.37.
Per month it comes around 32 lakhs. So we are paying in the name of ozone, for which the present team tried to take name transfer of common service to association name. Because we are paying every year in the name of ozone. People, I think you can understand that. So they try to take name transfer from ozone to association name. Now, ozone have given objection in EB department for name transfer. He will neither pay and he will never allow us to get name transfer. This is the situation here. Here what we discussed is, we don't have exclusive receipt towards us for payment of common service. From our CAM, we are paying around
1.37. Approximately.
1.37 rupees towards EB common service connection. About 30%. So we requested whether it can be segregated from the CAM bill, like water service charges, water charges. Why? Because every year there is a periodical increment in EB tariff. That will be decided by government, automatically that will be increased. Since it is accomplished with this CAM, it is slowly eroded the original CAM amount of 3 rupees 50 paise. If you deduct 3 rupees 50 paise from, 1 rupee 39 paise from 3 rupees 50 paise, you will get actually we are paying CAM of rupees 2 rupees 10
2 rupees
paise.
13.
2 rupees 13 paise.
At the moment.
What we have requested is to segregate the bill from the total CAM bill. So that is what the suggestion we requested from the senior council. He told you can segregate the bill. You can have a trial on that, so that you will have a good cushion within your CAM. That is what he is about to say.
I have further question on that. If we are paying on behalf of the builder, Ozone, are we raising a debit note for towards the builder? Mr. Ranga sir.
No, we are not.
Why we are not? Because when we claim for, if it goes to the Supreme Court for what you call, what is the name? No. NCLT. We should have a claim. And if this is not shown as a claim, Where will the money go?
It can be discussed.
It should be, we have to raise the debit note for all the whatever we have not raised, we should raise a debit note.
We can look at it for
Yeah,
sure.
we should do it towards the thing. All,
Okay, next item.
all what we have paid, we should.
Okay.
Okay, the next item is basically the one-time cam. We have already given circulated this earlier, so we go. I'll read out the item, and Pandian sir will give the technical explanation or justification. Okay, the first item is the pebbles. It's already an approved project for at the AGM last AGM. Yeah, we will also have to, if the splitting happens, we can also look at the GST advantages. It can happen, we don't know that, but we need to get an advance ruling from the GST department. We will work on that. If it goes down, but there are issues, we cannot directly do that. Okay, because water is, we don't want to go into that now. Water and EB is very tricky. Anyway, we will go on, finish this, and then we'll come back and discuss at the question and answer stage. So AGM approved CAM project is laying pebbles. Sir, give the technical. It's basically a safety item. Leak proof
You
is
can
20.
go through the items. If you have any questions, you can ask on these items, which is asked for one-time cam for the ongoing works or works to be executed. These are the items which already been actually presented also already. You see, go through the items. All the items are necessary items. None of the items are, you are saying that it is like not required now. So if you have any query on this, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can say it is, we can take it for resolutions. Anybody is having any question on the items, or you want me to read out the items once again?
Okay, leak proof is 25 lakhs. Road maintenance, basically it's a speed breakers at nearly 15 different places. 5 lakhs. Then MEP related projects is 17 lakhs. New softener WTP related project is basically a softener plant item, is around 8 lakhs. New garden and pathway related projects is 10 lakhs 50,000. Then one rectification of one squash court is 2 lakhs 50,000. Then housekeeping budget is around 4 lakhs 55,000. Lawn grass planting is 11.8 lakhs, which is already an AGM approved item. We are only asking for funding now. Same thing goes for the garden lighting, 2 lakhs 98,000. New membranes, out of which 18 has been already purchased. Total is 30 membranes, is 11.25 lakhs. The total is 1 crore 5 lakhs, but we are using some surplus funds from the existing project, around 7 lakhs. The remaining amount is around 99 lakhs, for which we are asking for 4 rupees CAM.
Anybody is having questions on these items? These are the items the association felt necessary, and some of the things are also ongoing. Some of the things are completed also, for which only we are requesting for that one-time CAM of 4 rupees. Anybody is having any doubt on these items? One time. One time. This is a one time. This is one time. All the projects. This is all projects. Adi camp tani idu tani. This is one time for the project. Mic kudupa. Yar paavutta mic kudupa.
One time means this is 1 quarter or
No,
throughout
one
the
time.
year?
One time. One time for the one time projects. Projects one time.
Malab, you will be
Only
charging
for these
4 rupees
projects.
per square feet for the projects, each
Right.
flat.
Fix.
Suppose my flat is 2,000 square feet, for example. So I have to pay 8,000 rupees once.
Yeah, one time. One time.
Hello.
free. Balance 70% you have justification and WTPL funding. My question is, in the particular thing, will it be restricted to this? Yes. Or do we have your assurance that you will not move from there? We will not move without your approval.
We will not move without your approval.
Sir, my question is why you are see same thing, sir. See one time we are using the word. See initially it was infra fund, then it was converted into one time ban, and it is not going to end. See, till the life is there, this will go on. Maintenance will be there. So why don't we incorporate some fund in the CAM charge itself so the residents are very well clear that how much they have to spend? Because it is something which is in dark. We don't know today 4 rupees, tomorrow 40 rupees, how much it will be.
Agreed,
So
sir.
something should be inbuilt and taken out separately for these kind of upgradation.
Agreed.
This is the fourth one time.
Neeraj sir, it is agreed. But there is, see, in the school of, Neeraj, the school of thought is two. One is, this scam is paid by the resident, tenants. Okay. So what people are saying is, all project related items are supposed to be done by the owner.
See, whether it is owner or whether it is a resident.
I'm answering.
I'm telling you, we have don't worry.
You are answering.
No problem. Whether it is the owner or the tenant, the money comes to the, to the Metrozone. In some of the case, that depends upon the agreement between the tenant and the owner, whether the owner is paying the CAM or the tenant is paying the CAM. That is immaterial. But the question is the money comes to Metrozone.
So then name it quarter 5 or quarter 6. Why name it one time?
Right. Yeah, that's what we are talking the one time. So it is better to
Okay.
to put in the CAM so that owner is very clear, tenant is very clear that what is to be done.
Ajay ji, okay. See, these arguments always will come, whether you are going to charge as one-time CAM or CAPEX or CORPEX, or it is going to be added in the CAM. So we have to have a separate town hall meeting to decide whether we will be hereafter call only as CAM, we'll have it in the CAM, or we are going to name it. See, the school of thought is, once you charge it in the CAM, that will be has to be paid by, in many cases, by the tenants, for which many persons are not agreeing to that. That is why we are charging at this. So it ends there. Now we will move on to any questions on these items. If you all feel, once again, if you all feel this is basically a necessary items to minor improvements only. It is all not major improvements. If you all agree, these works will be done. If it has been approved, these works will be done. Otherwise also, we are also a owner like you. We don't have any other issues.
Another one more question is there with regards to the RO membrane. When there are 30 membranes, why only 18 was put and 12 was not put? It's very clear. I'm a technical person. I know about what is RO membrane. The only thing is that when you're putting 18, the load will come on 18 membrane because the input and output is the same. If you are putting 30 membrane, the life will increase. So it is, listen to me, Dr. Pandian, you are the best, but I also know ABCD. You know A to Z, but I know ABCD. Let me speak, please. Don't interrupt. So this is the question of 11 lakh. We are talking crores of rupees, 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore rupees a month. And why this 11 lakh 25,000, the job was not done fully? Means if you want to put 12 membrane again you have to open up the complete system, stop it for a day or 2 days. Again, we don't know what will be the condition of 18 membrane. Again you put it 12 membranes. Why? Why it was not 30? And let me tell you very clearly, without naming anybody, the person is sitting in this hall only. You know what has happened in the last 3-4 years? It was, the water system was handled very badly. On paper, membrane changed, this day, nothing has been changed. Where the money has gone, I don't have any clue for that. I can just tell, but I don't have any proof for that. So it was handled in a very, very bad way. Now, I got only 2 points to mention, all my friends. We are paying CAM, no problem. Money is not an issue. But please understand very clearly. Particularly, I'm mentioning to the Secretary and the President, they are personally liable with respect to the quality of the water, which water we are getting. I got it tested number of times. I have shared report unofficially to Satya and other members that the water is not passing, it is not potable. You know, there's terminology in microbiology, TC/TNC means too numerable to count. Means so many microbes are there, you can't even count in the microbiology. But I can't publish that report. We have got a US FDA approved laboratories, but I can't publish. So better earlier Metrozone, what they used to do, they used to test the water every month, put the report on the M tower, in all the towers, that what is that, and it is required as per the law, as per the Pollution Control Board. Please understand what has happened in the last year. So many persons got sick. There was no clue. What was the problem? So many persons were admitted in the hospital. So many, kids, got affected because of the water. What we are talking, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 1 crore rupees in the 50 lakh rupees for the gate because one particular person stays in a tower. That the tower should, anybody coming to my tower, the gate should be nice. The offices. Then the road budget has gone, more than, it was 70 lakh, it has gone to 1 crore 40 lakh. We don't want to spare, but 4, 5, 10 lakh rupees for the water system, which is a very simple system to operate. So one minute. Sir, again I am telling, it's a criminal offense. Please understand, Mr. Secretary and Mr. President, to play with the lives of the personals who are staying in the Metrozone, it is a criminal offense if you are not giving the correct quality of water, which you call potable water. Please understand what is the definition of potable. Please understand what is the, one minute. Please understand what is the error. Number two, again coming back, where you are, Satya, 1 minute. Where are you getting water tested? Whether you are getting water tested in any laboratories, I can get you any result. Without giving the sample of the water, the test report will come. Please get it done from an independent laboratory, which is NABL approved laboratories. Again, I am repeating what NABL approved laboratories. They may charge 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 rupees more, but they'll give the correct report that will give the satisfaction to the resident. Because please understand, all these are showy. We made a gate, we made this, we made that, we made the boom barrier. These are all showy things. But coming back to the lives of the persons, the lives of the kids, the lives of the elderly, the water is the lifeline. Nobody is understanding that water system. Water system is very critical, nobody wants to do. Number two, the hygiene. I have posted personally to Mr. Panyan, to Mr. Adda. Sometimes you post the page, Mr. Panyan will delete. But they will delete. But they talk about lakhs and crores of rupees. Simply 500,000 rupees expenses they cannot do. See the condition of this clubhouse toilet for the male. Not working professionally. Just one plate is missing. I have posted 2-3 times, but no effect to that. See the dirtiness, see the contamination, see the personal hygiene which is being carried. The person who is using the toilet and going to the gym, it is contaminating everybody, it is contaminating the environment. What is the use? Nobody understands what is the personal hygiene. We are talking lakhs and crores. It doesn't require even 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees to correct the system. And so nobody, sir, let me speak, please.
Sir, we have main agendas.
Sir,
Main agendas.
these are the main agenda.
After main
Mr. Panyan, this is the main agenda.
Please. You are given enough time to you, sir. Please. You are given enough time to you. Please. Please. Sir, please. We have main agenda, sir. You have given enough time, sir. You have given enough time, sir.
We are talking about, these are the main issues. These are the main issues.
You come to the office, sir.
Why should I come to the office? I am telling you. Why? What right? We have detained, but nothing has been done. It has been detained. It has been posted. Nothing has been done. It's going to the public. Okay, sir.
We noted all those things.
But nothing is done, sir. Yeah.
That's all, everything is going on. Everything is going on.
Once again, see. Once again, say, he has told about the water and everything. As on today, the latest, he can also join and the water samples can be taken and whatever the lab is telling, it will be sent. Is everything is okay? Okay, Mr. Ajay ji? No, wherever, I very clearly said, you come.
Aditi, you address, we'll do.
You come, along with our people, you take the sample, you send the sample, you share the report. No problem. Okay? Fine. I agreed, no?
Agreed, sir. Everything is agreed.
First question I agreed, but what else? Next, sir.
Resolutions, Padcharan.
Okay, now, any more question on this? Over. Now we are going for resolutions. You have a question in this? ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇದು ಆಡಿಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಲಿಯಾ ಎದಿಲ್ಲ மொத்தமா ஜெனரல் ஆவா
Sir, two specific questions, sir. First and foremost, based on the annual report that was sent, there was a 26 lakhs surplus in the camp, 7 lakhs surplus in the capex 123. There was a 65 lakhs, in one-time camp, and there was an excess of another 65 in the corpus or whatever you may
Small
want.
amounts are there.
So in all total, 1.7 to 1.75 crores was excess at the end of the year 2000.
No. It's not the correct approach.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go back to that.
So that's one point that I have to make based on what I have seen in the documents that were sent. Okay. So
You go to,
I am just referring. Ilanga Parthiban, I am referring to Parthiban, I'm referring to the document that they have circulated.
yeah,
as
the
annual report.
document says that the
Sir, if you really want, we can sit down. So, okay, it may be incorrect, but based on my reading and what I saw, there was a 1.7 crore.
Listen, this is what circulated to you. You could not have seen anything else.
Which one? Sir, annual report.
Annual report, this was part of that.
Okay, so let's sit down. I am talking about. I am talking based on the annual report.
24-25 surplus தான் சொல்லிருக்காரு 34 lakhs.
So 1.74 crores as per my calculation. Let us figure it out. I could be wrong, okay, or you could have missed out
Figures
something.
are figures. They're not going
Figures
to
are
be.
figures.
Yeah, okay.
So
leave it.
as per my estimate, 1.7 crores
You can
of excess
verify
was
and we
there.
can.
I think we
1.7
need,
crores.
you can send that query to you, to us. We will respond to you.
Huh?
No, his
The point is, he is coming up with a different surplus which is not possible.
So my point is that as per my reading of the annual report, 1.7 crores will be
I'll
excess
mingi ponadhu.
as of March 31st, 2025. Okay. The second point is that in 2023-24, we paid an electricity bill of 4.9 crores. 4.9 crores is the electricity bill we paid in 23-24.
Yeah.
12 months where there was no C to F, we have on an average paid about 3.6 crores. So 1.3 crores is the difference between what was paid in 2023-24 when the CAM was 3.5 and now where there is a 1.3 crore reduction. Okay, so there has to be excess somewhere on the electricity bill for sure. Okay, you are saying no. Based on the data that you shared with me.
So let me explain.
Based on the data that you shared with me, 4.9 crores as per the annual report of 2023-24 and the last 12 months was 3.6 crores. So 1.3 crores is the difference in the electricity spent.
Well, have you
Okay,
taken into account
so these are my
that
2
tariff
points.
increases?
Sir, tariff is 5%, sir. 5% tariff for
This
two
is what is the
consecutive
budget.
years.
Exactly your question, Ramakrishnan. No, Ramakrishnan sir, what is exactly your question?
Sir, Pandit
You are
sir,
made,
my point is very simple. I am saying there has to be enormous amount of excess in our CAM account. Why are you increasing the CAM from 3.5 to 3.75 and why are you asking one-time CAM?
Okay, I will
That is
explain.
my simple question.
I will explain.
Okay.
Very simple. You had a Adanmo contract which is giving you 60 lakhs per annum, amounting to 1.2 crores, and you had a CAM collection of previous CAM collection during your regime, nearly about some 2 crores or so, nearly 2 crores or something. So you had excess money. You had one second. I'm answering. I have not interrupted you. You please. When I come. You asked where is the money coming? Where was your money? Sir, you என்ன கேட்ட ஒரு நிமிஷம் சார் ஒரு நிமிஷம் ஸ்ரீராம் சார் ஒரு நிமிஷம் ப்ளீஸ்ங்க நீங்க
Data இதோ பாருங்க
ராமகிருஷ்ணன் நீங்க இங்க
இதோ பாருங்க
நீங்க பேசுறப்ப
I did not make any statements.
ராமகிருஷ்ணன் சார் நீங்க பேசுறப்ப ஃபுல்லா லிசன் பண்ணேன்
பாண்டியன்.
அதே மாதிரி நான் இருங்க ஒரு
பாண்டியன்,
நிமிஷம்
பாண்டியன்.
ஒரு நிமிஷம்
I am not yielding the floor.
ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
I am not yielding the floor.
ஒரு நிமிஷம் நீங்க
You
பேசுங்க
made a false statement. You made a false statement.
இருங்க நான் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னா
You made a false statement.
இருங்க அவரை பேச விடுறேன் ஆனா நான் பேசுற குறுக்க பேச கூடாது ரைட் ஓகே
See, that was for the previous financial year. March 2023 liye adu ellam vaangiyachu. Everything was built. You please go and check the accounts. So what I am saying is that statement that you are making is incorrect. All of that was taken to the previous year, not to the year that you're talking about. I'm talking about the year 2023-24, where even now, you are invoicing to the same number of houses, plus there could be couple of more houses you are invoicing. Sharingla, there could be 4 or 5 apartments. That is all right. That is part of the natural process. All that I'm saying is that you cannot say that we had an excess of 2 crores. Ad no more, I accept we had 60 lakhs additional on that. That went off. But 2023-24, ad no more was there only for 6 months. It was not there for the full year. It was only 36 lakhs that we accounted for. Okay? Addition to that, what had happened was that we had a shortfall in the previous year. All the deposits were used. So when Adnomo basically said that they were going to shut down, the rental they were supposed to pay, they did not pay the rental. While technically we had all of that deposit was repaid to them. So please understand the math behind what is happening. Don't obfuscate because you have the mic and you can shout. Okay? So basically I'm saying that based on the reading of the documents that you have sent, I am saying there has to be an excess of 1.7 crores. There could have been a significant gain in electricity bill, right? Based on the data that was shared by the, I'm saying based on my understanding, it was 1.3 crores. All the times is that where is that money? Why do you need additional CAM one time or not? That's the question.
Now one more point, this add number they contracted again, you must be getting the little amount higher. About how much you're getting?
அடுத்த மாசம் full அடுத்த வருஷம் ஃபுல்லா எடுத்துருக்கு.
இல்ல
14.4 lakhs.
இல்ல இப்ப வருதுல எவ்வளவு வருது 60 இப்ப நான் வந்து 60 lakhs வாங்கணும் இப்போ how much you are getting per annum?
14 lakhs.
14 lakhs. You add that 14 lakhs also for this year budget.
This is the actual bill for the first how many months? Let me explain. The first 5 months, the actual bill is this. This is the actual bill, and then all the other bills are based on 9.4 basic rate of tariff. That's it. There's no difference here. 250,000 units approximately per month. Yes, there was if you look at the April month, we presented AGM document, you will find that 21 lakhs was budgeted as a saving. Okay, that has been wiped out completely by the tariff increase.
நீங்க ஒரு தடவை நீங்க பேசிட்டீங்க, எனக்கு ஒரு 2 நிமிஷம் பேச விடுறீங்களா?
சார் நான் அவர்கிட்ட ஃபைனான்ஸ் பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
ஃபைனான்ஸ் பத்தி தான் நானும் சொல்றேன்.
அவர் சொல்லட்டும்.
நீங்க இப்ப இவ்வளவு நேரம் கேள்வி கேட்டீங்க, ஒரு அக்விசிஷன் கொடுத்துறீங்க, அதுக்கு பதில் சொல்ல விட மாட்டேங்க.
நீங்களும் அக்விசிஷன் தானே பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க எல்லாரையும். சோ சார் மேட்டர் ரொம்ப சிம்பிள் சார்.
இப்ப பேசினார்ல, நான் பேச பதில் சொல்ல வேண்டாமா? பதில் சொல்ல விட சொல்லுங்க முதல்ல.
அவர் தான் சார் சொல்றாரு.
நான் சொல்ல கூடாதா? அவர் தான் சொல்லணுமா? பரவாயில்ல, ரைட். எது வேணா எடுத்துக்கோ. See,
சரிங்க சார் நீங்களே பேசிக்கங்க.
See, you said 23-24. 23-24 only also I told about in the over the period of 2 years when you are been handling, we have a separate account. We have what are the amount that you are in excess when compared to the current EC. These datas are there. This will be shared. Okay, you understand? I can give few examples as like I told. You had an unrecovered. See, you have recovered CAM pending from many houses, which is amounting X amount. One. You had Adanmo amount. You had one amount. That is second amount. Third amount you had is you didn't pay the March bill. March bill was accounted in the next year only. It was 1 second. 1 second. It was actually as a deficit only. March bill was supposed to be in associations. March bill, you have to give the provision that amount has to be available for the collected amount of that is. You cannot carry forward. You can tell me, sir, in association, can it be done? Can it be done that liability can be carried to the next year? But that is a practice they have followed. You have corrected that practice. That's all.
So, Secretary Pandian, initially you started that Capex 1, Capex 2, Capex 3 we have raised and the amount we don't have, and you have sufficiently got a balance of 7 lakhs, which is contributing for this last year also. You said we left it out minus all that because of you, you suffered. And you gained about 7 lakhs on that. Capex 1, Capex 2, Capex 3, for your information.
It's a working capital cycle issue. Okay, so when we take any month, please, let me, no, I have to finish the point, okay? Now, when you take CARES bill, how many months is outstanding at any point in time? You know that very well, sir. No, let's stick to the point. You take CARE bill, which is a facility management bill, how many months are outstanding at any point in time? 2 months. 2 months is always outstanding. 1 month is the current month, 1 month is the previous month. Same thing for Pyramid, which is a security agency. That means 1 month you are basically, we are rolling over from the old working capital money.
See, what you're talking about is working capital.
And you know, when we said we will include it in the, as a deficit management last year in the EGM, you basically did not approve, any of you. And you said, you personally said, you have to continue the same exercise. Like, play the creditor late. This is not the right way to handle things.
Sir, no, sir, hold on. Let's bring some facts into this.
Yeah, we are talking facts only
so
here.
let's then stick to the facts. So CARE and the security service company provides a service, and by the 10th of the next month, they give you a bill.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
10th or 12th, whatever is
Yeah.
that. They choose to give the bill late is not our problem.
That is because they want to save on GST, which will be pushed to the next month.
So as part of the...
It's not our problem, but you could have stopped it there.
No, just hold on.
You could have stopped it there. Yeah. You set the process, and then we are following it because you have already blessed it.
Parthiban, konjam ukkarunga. Sir, as part of the contract, we have 30 days credit that they are giving. As per the contract, why would you not take the 30-day credit? It's a pure cash management issue. It is the contract. That is what the contract that we have signed. You are accusing that weak set of practice that you have followed. So please don't say that.
Okay.
Even in the last AGM, you made a statement which I did not say anything to it.
Okay,
let's stick to the contract. Let's stick to the contract. Now you're saying you have not read the contract.
Did you budget for income tax in previous year?
Whatever the contract
Answer the
says,
question.
you are supposed to provide that provision amount in the corresponding year. If any other chartered accounts will agree to the point, in association,
Pandya,
maybe the bill maybe for the... Sir, நீங்க நடுவுல இப்படி தான் பண்றீங்க. நீங்க பேசுறது ஃபுல்லா லிசன் பண்றேன். நீங்க பேசுறது ஃபுல்லா லிசன் பண்றேன். நீங்க மட்டும் ஏன் குறுக்க பேசுறீங்க? யாருமே எல்லாம் கம்முனுக்குறீங்க.
நீங்க ஏன் சத்தம்
எல்லாம்
போடுறீங்க?
கம்முனுக்குறீங்க நீங்க.
சார்,
இல்ல எல்லாம் கம்முனுக்குறீங்க. அவர் பேசுறப்ப ஃபுல்லா லிசன் பண்றேன்.
சார்,
நான் பேசுறப்ப பேச விடாம
பார்த்திபன் சார்.
கோவெல்லாம் நீங்க வீட்ல வெச்சுக்கங்க.
சார், பார்த்திபன்.
நீங்க கம்முனு என்ன அர்த்தம்? சார், இருங்க.
பப்ளிக் ஏரியா.
அப்படி கிடையாது. அவர் பேசுற ஃபுல்லா லிசன் பண்றேன். ஏன் என்ன பேசுற குறுக்க பேசுறாரு?
இல்ல பேசுப்பா.
See, as far association is concerned, whether the bill is raised in March or April or June or whatever may be, that expenditure provision has to be provided in that particular year. That amount should be there provided, available. In our case, it was not there. Yeah, it has to be. So,
Sir, can I articulate this? What happened was 23-24 budget.
The question here vandichina, what Mr. Parthiban and Mr. Ramakrishnan is trying to project is, there is no need for any, you can do the maintenance in 3, this is the issue, 3.5 rupees. See, you all know, we have been almost from 2012, it has been charged at 3 rupees 50 paise. And we are trying to do in 3.5 what kind of service. Already we have seen lot of deterioration, and you all see, the other people will, everybody will agree to the point. All our assets are old, almost more than 12 to 15 years. So there is going to be major problems are going to come. Still we don't have a corpus. Four apartments are having a corpus. 5 apartments is carving a corpus. We talk about the class apart community, 4 crores, 5 crores, all elite community and everything. We don't have a single rupee as corpus. Single rupees as corpus is we are not having. One second. Sir, இருங்க இருங்க நான் பேசுறேன். நம்மகிட்ட இல்ல இருங்க, நம்மகிட்ட இல்ல. ஆனா நம்மகிட்ட இல்ல. என்னைக்கு யார் வாங்கி தரீங்க? நாளைக்கு வாங்கி தரீங்களா? நீங்க நாளைக்கு வாங்கி தரீங்களா? நான் இல்லைன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தா அவன்கிட்ட இருக்குது, அது அவன்கிட்ட இருக்குது, எல்லாத்துக்கும் தெரியும். Everybody knows Corpus is he is holding. He is not only holding Corpus. He is holding Metro water amount. He is holding the EB amount. He is holding the even finishing of the houses. Everything, put debit notes. Okay. See, like that, we have to understand and agree to the reality, what kind of living we are enjoying. So, we are able to do something. But if you really want to do better things and make this community based, you have to go for additional corpus as well as you have to do works. At least now we are talking about a very small amount. For that small amount also, after 12 years increase, it is not required. It is not required. Okay, it is not required. Leave it. I am also the owner. If you are going to suffer, I am also going to suffer. It is not that only I am going to suffer. Okay, everyone is going to suffer. So for projects, we have shown the projects also. In spite of that, why you are increasing? Once again, why you are increasing? Like that, there are 10 to 15 people are always writing in ADA. 10 to 15 people only. We are having 1,200 people. And people are thinking that 10 to 15 people are thinking that is the order of the day. That means what they write is been accepted, approved by all the 1,200. This is the issue, because the people really interested in the development are not coming forward. What? 285. I'm talking about ADA, sir. I'm talking about ADA. Okay. So, ADA. So, this is the situation. You take a call. Whether we are started in a small way. We are started the improvement in a small way. Whether you people are interested. Maybe there are some small issues are there. Today also, one of the owner has, today on the date of, today AGM date, they are showing some small pending works. Consider this and accordingly you vote. Okay. See, out of so many works we are doing, small issues will be there, because we are not trying to run a professional. We are given to a professional company. So we have to bring it to their notice, and if it is still not attended, then bring it to the association. Still if it is not attended. So today only I am seeing all those 4 issues. So far it is not brought to my knowledge at all. Today only I am seeing that 4 issues. 4 issues, today only they are bringing to me. But they are saying it is there for 1 year. So whose mistake is this? Whether 1 year it is not brought to our knowledge is a mistake, or it is my responsibility to each and every door and see whether the problems is persist or not. Okay? What is the problem? Painting illa, konja idu undirukku. இந்த இடத்துல டோரை திறந்து வச்சிருக்காங்க. இந்த ஒரு window, fire window illa.
Sir, it's basically to influence the vote, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I leave it to your judgment. You all are wise people. You are all living.
They want to create an image, negative image.
Okay. You decide. We have seen the development. And I already told also, first 6 months we could not take up any development because of the negative impact created. We could not ask for any money, any work. No, one second. So, no, that's what we are going. Now, so you people, we are going to go for resolutions. You people wisely decide whether you are part of going to be the better progressing community, or let us remain like this forever. It is up to you all. Okay? Yeah. Now also, it is only a small step. You all know. You are all educated. It's not that it is not the end of the road. It is just only a beginning of the road. So kindly decide on your own, you people, which is required, which is not required. So let us go for resolutions. Resolution number 1.
One point, Pandya, last point. Same, last. One point. I'm talking for you only. Don't worry. See, we have square feet is, total square feet is 25 lakhs. Okay, what you are asking is 3.75 into 20 is around 95 lakhs. I just calculated. FM service, this is per month, easy to understand. Per month, FM service, it's coming around manpower only 50 lakhs. Okay, EB is coming around 28 lakhs. No, including security. No, correct one. All manpower. For manpower, 50 lakhs we are spending out of 1 crore. Then 28 lakhs is for EB. Then AMC is 8 lakhs. And
எவ்வளோ சார்
MEP
EB?
is 6
EB
lakhs.
how much?
Sorry?
EB எவ்வளவு?
EB is 28 lakhs after deducting that vendor
After
payment, right? 1.14 into 25 lakhs is 28 lakhs only. See, what we are talking is remaining is 10 lakhs with GST input credit. So out of 1 crore per month, what we are talking, what Pani is talking about, only 10 lakhs improvement and all. The 50 lakhs, the full amount, because 28 lakhs you can't touch, EB. FMC, the AMC you can't touch. Then MEP only 6 lakhs. That is very minimum amount per month. The 50 lakhs, we have to decide, do we need to pay 50 lakhs for the manpower, including security? Or if anyone form a committee and decide where we can reduce the 50 lakhs. So other remaining item, we can't touch anything. The only option is, if you don't want security for your own tower, that will save 38 into security 20,000. Or if you don't want some housekeeping, only this much. See, this is the only area we can, because other AMC, EB, MEP 6 lakhs, we can't touch, whether it is 3.75 or 4. So main focus is, nobody is focusing on that 50 lakhs. That is 50% of our camp. So we focus on that manpower, where we can reduce. That is where Mr. Pandian couple of times committed, paid 30 lakhs approved. We approved 30 lakhs for security. That is not implemented. That can save 0.6 into 25 is 15 lakhs per month. That we are not taking. So we are talking about all other maintenance activity, stopping. Nobody is stopping. So people are putting ADA messages. They also have rights to put a message. You don't take it different way. So don't focus on all other items. Focus on the 50 lakhs. How we can reduce? That will be better.
Thank you very much, Mr. Javagar. Since he has raised one point regarding that reduction of manpower in removing the security, it's not that we are not attempting or not attempted. We are attempting, and because it is has to be integrated with ADA, our response or our association with ADA is looking very, very, very cumbersome activity. But in spite of that, we are doing it. They asked time up to this month end, wherein they are going to give provision for integration of ADA with our access control system. Once that is given, we are planning to put up first is one in T Tower. Okay. Thereupon, all your entries will be only through QR code. That is, nobody will be opening the door for anyone. Even if you are getting a Swiggy, you have to call him, take his mobile number, send a QR code to him. He has to show the QR code, then only he can enter your towers. If this way, 100% secured entry will be there. Secured entry and safe entry will be there. Nowadays, you all know you have security. You tell me, how many can guarantee that in your tower there is no person is entering without entering the register? Anybody can guarantee me? So, we have security, but we are not secured. No, we are, no, one second. We are going to, one second, trial basis we are going to do. If it is successful, it will be implemented, then whatever I have promised, that will come in. Same, actual, actually. Which one? No. No, if it is there, that time you take a call whether to convert that into corpus or whether to refund or reduce. It is up to us to decide that time when it comes. Okay? So again, it has to be decided by the owners, not by myself or yourself, sir. Next, resolution, sir. Wait on, sir.
Just to, because since we are talking about the enhancement of cost and what, my observation is that we have 16 floors in every tower. In every floor, there are at least 6 lights. 6 lights blown 24/7. And do we need that 6 lights in every floor? 24/7 it's on. We are talking so much on, no, not only staircase, I'm talking about every floor, in every lobby. I'm saying either you put a sensor or you remove the lights. We don't need 6 lights in a floor. During daytime, nighttime I can understand. Daytime it's blown throughout the day, and we seem to be not concerning about the electricity cost going up and down. This is my observation.
Sir, you rightly said. Our MEP, Mr. Shivaji, is working on it. We are right now doing for the staircase, then we'll be coming. You are right. We agree with your point. It is a valid point on concern. நீங்க என்ன சப்ஜெக்ட் பேசணும் மேடம் இதுலயா?
உங்க பட்ஜெட் பரோட்டாக்குலாம் வரல.
அப்பனா வேற சப்ஜெக்ட் பேச முடியாது இப்போ நம்ம.
இல்ல நான் உங்களுக்கு கேட்கல லேட்டஸ்ட் வந்து ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லையா இந்த இடத்துல பண்ணும்போது இதுல பேசும்போது நான் பேசி கமிட்டி மீட்டிங் எதுக்கு போடுறீங்க? இந்த பாருங்க சார் ரூல்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் போடணும், கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ண கூடாது. உங்களுடைய ரூல்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் கட் பண்ண முடியும், உங்களுடைய கண்ட்ரோல் கட் பண்ண முடியாது.
சரி ஓகே
அது இது கிடையாதாமே.
ஓகே
ரைட்.
எங்க சொல்லிருக்கேன்
ரூல்ஸ் போடணும் கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ண
நான் சொல்ல வேண்டியது வேற பாயிண்ட்.
என்ன சொல்லணும்?
நீங்க தான் இதுல கண்ட்ரோல் பண்றீங்களே என்ன அர்த்தம்?
உட்காருங்க சார், நீங்க தனியா வந்து சொல்லுங்க சார். உட்காருங்க சார். So we will move on to resolutions. Okay? Okay? Right, thank you.
சார் அங்கே போட்டுருங்கப்பா. இங்கே வந்து படிங்க, இட்ஸ் பெட்டர்.
Excuse me, we are moving to resolutions. Approval of annual report of Metrozone Association activities for financial year 24-25. I need a proposer and a seconder. Who is the proposer, please? Mr. Harigaran, L Tower. 104 is the proposer. Seconder is Mr. Alphonse P. 501. 502 is the seconder. Can we consider it passed? Please raise your hands. Sir? Oh, sorry. Sorry, sir. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay.
எல்லாத்துக்குமே அவங்க எடுத்துக்கலாமா?
இல்ல ஒவ்வொரு sorry. Resolution 2, approval of unbudgeted revenue expenses greater than rupees 1 lakh and unbudgeted capital expenses greater than rupees 10 lakhs as per details furnished in the AGM. Who is the proposer? Narayanan, house number? K 204.
proposer.
Wait number சொல்லு. கரெக்ட்டா சொல்லுப்பா, wait number.
சார் பாலாஜி சார் என் 103.
Okay, resolution 3, consideration and approval of Metrozone Association accounts and auditors reports for the financial year 24-25.
பார்த்திபன் ப்ரொபோசர். செகண்ட் வந்து
ஜவஹர். Okay. பார்த்திபன் வீட் நம்பர், அவர் வீட் நம்பர். Resolution 4, approval of
first time சுனில் கைது வைக்கிறார்.
Resolution 4, approval of amendments to the Form 6, list of members, and Form 7, changes to list of members, both incoming and outgoing, to be submitted to Register of Societies due to errors, omissions, misplacement, updates, etc., and to consider the date of AGM, okay, as the date of enrollment arising from these changes in these forms. Proposer is Mr. Sunil Kurian. Secondary is Nambiar.
சுனில் வந்து C 1403, நம்பியார் வந்து
சார்
302.
சார் மூவ் பண்ணு. Resolution 5, approval to appoint Mrs. MMB and Associates as statutory auditor of Metrozone Association for financial year 25-26 at a remuneration of rupees 2 lakhs per annum plus GST. Proposer, Mr. Chenniyappan A 1301, A Lakshmi Narasimhan, M 1303, 1103, okay. Then resolution 6, approval to appoint Mrs. Kalva and Associates, Chennai branch, chartered accountants, represented by Mr. K. Dilip Kumar,
Proposer is
FCA as internal auditors for a remuneration of rupees 22,000 per month for the year 25-26. Proposer, Mani Raja. Proposer, seconder, Sundar.
Sundar, M 1502. Sundar. 7th one.
Resolution number 7, presentation of budget 25-26. First part, ratification of charge rate of rupees 4,000 rupees 4 per square feet per month for the period from October 1st, 2025 to March 31st, 2026.
Bhaskar.
Venugopal C.
Venugopal and the proposer.
F50 and Bhaskaran. K804 seconder. Then presentation of budget 25-26 part 2. Approve a one-time additional camp charge of rupees 4 per square feet to help us implement essential camp projects not part of the routine camp. Two parts only.
Devanand Q 503.
Proposer?
Secondary on the
Proposer is Devanand. Okay, seconder?
Second Mr. Govindrak 104M.
Okay, resolution number 9. Approve your revenue. Huh? Dropped. Okay, resolution 9 is dropped. Okay, now Thanksgiving by. Sorry, okay. Now resolutions are part. Now it is an open forum for question and answers. Madam, enga and madam irukangala? Este or madam? Poitangala? Okay. So now, okay. Now, there is one major item that has been going around in ADA as well as in certain tower groups regarding providing power connection to phase 4.
இல்ல நம்ம இது இல்லையே இதுக்கு நம்ம தேவையில்லாத பேசணுமே கேட்கலையே அதுக்கு நம்ம ஏஜிஎம்ல அது இல்லையே ஓகே தேவையில்லாம
ஓகே right. So now okay now இல்ல அப்ரூவலுக்கு இல்ல சார் அது எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் ஓகே ரைட் அது நான் செக்ரட்டரி சொல்ல கொண்டாந்து ஓகே ரைட் என்னது Okay, now Thanksgiving by our Vice President, Mr. Ravichandran.
Good afternoon, dear owners. Thank you for attending today important AGM and your support of the development of our society. Let us all cooperate and take Metrozone at class apartment. Thank you. Photo எடுக்கணுமா ஏய் தள்ளுப்பா
அதுதான் நமக்கு அப்ரூவ் பண்ணா போயிடும் taking money in advance right second point is how late you are making my full vendors I don't know